Hi all, freeze cracked here. Yeah, I got this big bucket of sketchy, smaller pieces and things. I still have stuff in the garage. I'm still getting stuff out of the garage, and it's been in there a long time now, so it's dry, which makes it difficult since most all of it's raw. But oh well. So all I'm really intended, I decided to make a video because people have been saying, "Where are you? You haven't made any videos." They're sending the Coast Guard. Not really. So that's why I'm here. But at the same time, every year that goes by, it gets harder to nap and think and talk and be funny or be silly or be stupid all at the same time. So it works best if I just am doing things that are just busy work, where I can hold a conversation with you. And not sound like I've been drinking a bunch of Texas tea. Bang! I'm hitting above the edge, so it's all about that little finger underneath. Just running little flakes of long stuff. And really, I should be sinking that more at this point, but oh well. The other day, so I got another bucket out, and that bucket's full of different obsidians and such from northeastern California and southeastern Oregon. So at any rate, and I've talked about this material before, I grabbed a cobble of Burns black obsidian. I say Burns black, no, it's Burns green. No, there's black too. There's green and there's black, and it comes from a small locality west of Burns. So anyway, I grabbed that. I was hitting it. There's a seam there. This may let go and make me look silly. Anyway, the cobble was it was a little blocky sucker, kind of like this. This is also Burns black. I can always tell this stuff just by looking at it because it looks weird. It looks like plastic. And as I said before, it's highly polymerized and it naps kind of like plastic too. It's like a weird thing. At any rate, there is a story here. So I was napping it, and I was trying to do well and be aggressive and everything because it was very blocky, and I wanted to get as much of a full-length point and everything out of it as possible. So I hit it. I had it kind of biface. I hit it, and I'm holding it here looking at it, trying to decide, how I'm doing and what to do next and everything. And all of a sudden, several flakes leap off it into my face and then fall down. And I felt this little, shotgun pattern, small pattern on my face, and it fell down. Didn't hurt me, didn't go in my mouth, and didn't have my mouth open because I wasn't talking to y'all. And did go in my eyes. I've got glasses on and everything. But at any rate, so one of them fell on my leg, and I looked at it. It was very strangely shaped too. It wasn't normal conchoidal. It wasn't a flake that I had knocked off that just hadn't come off and somehow leaped into the air or anything like that. It was like a rice grain kind of shape, pointed ends and rounded and stuff. And Anyway, the point that I'm making is some materials, slag glass is definitely one of them, but apparently on occasion, Burns black obsidian can be one of them. They are under stress internally, and the outer casings of some of these things is pretty tough and hard, and I think sometimes it's like strengthened in a way by internal stresses, like it's under tension around it. But at any rate, there was a point in here somewhere. Oh, the point was, don't trust Burns black obsidian. But it does make potentially some cool points. That's actually slightly greenish internally. Sure is a bunch of stress lines on it from that flake. Anyway, so, great. What an informative session so far, Freeze. You're the best. Yeah, I know. Now, onward to my next topic that I don't have. Yeah, how about that sports game the other day? Man, that was some sports. And the weather. Oh man, the weather. We had a cold front come in yesterday. And not last night, but the night before. It was kind of sketchy in the middle of the night because it was like lots of atmospheric violence going on. Anyway, it's kind of like a cold front, which is weird because it's been like mid-90s, high humidity. Dang it, I cut myself. Makes me so mad. That's another thing about obsidian. I'm sorry, folks that live out in obsidian land and feel highly defensive of your naturalistic resources and everything like that. I mean, I know, I get it, totally. And the stuff is just as cool as it can be. But dang, this is like the most useless knapping video ever. But speaking of knapping, abrading. I have done, this is just going to keep bleeding or something, I think. That's so annoying. Hopefully that doesn't. Turn into a river. So, what was I saying? Oh, abrading. I have, especially in my earlier videos, I'm not doing well. I have in a lot of my earlier videos shown some fairly heavy, a plethora, if you will, of abrading. Now, that can work, and it can be useful, and it is one way to keep from getting a bunch of failed platforms, etc. But when you're abrading a tough rock, the more you abrade it, the harder it is to take the flake, and therefore the greater energy delivery is required, and therefore the greater bulb is created, etc. So bear that in mind. Also, all abrading is not the same. So what I did just there, I was raising up this edge. If I do not cross grind after doing that, then I have left a bunch of vertical scratches in the edge. What is a vertical scratch in the edge? It's called bad, and that didn't work like nothing. And that didn't work. And then that hinged because I had already damaged this. So there you go. I think I need to start over again. I am making progress. It just is funky, ignorant looking progress. So don't put those vertical scratches in and leave them there. Because I mean, I see people doing that. I'm not saying I haven't ever done it, because I have. I hate this. Okay, now this piece of rock right here, this is a river tumbled piece of micaceous schist, I think. Looking at it, I see the striations of crap in there. At any rate, this isn't knappable, so don't try. Let's see if we can knap with it. What should I hit? This is terrible. This rock right here is tough. Man, it smells like gunpowder. It smells like a cap pistol. Must be the schist.
Morning, Jay.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Fine. It's terrible. All right, we're stopping. Bye for now, me.